I'm Freddie, I'm 21. I currently live in Greenwich and I have one son called Louis. He's 2 years old. He comes up 3 on the 12th of October this year. And when she told me she was pregnant, I kind of just shrugged it off for like 9 months. I didn't feel that it was real. It felt surreal for a long time. Even after I had him, it took a couple months for me to actually think I've actually got a son now. Like whoa, it actually hit me months afterwards, and then it was like a big shock. But it was good. It was a good feeling, really, and it just made me a better person in myself through him, because I can't be a bad person and him be good when he grows up, because he's gonna go after what I do. So I changed myself to be a good role model for him. I've been involved with Young Dads since I had Louis. That would have been about, I actually started before why he was conceived, so it's been about 3 years. I wrote plays with Young Dads. We've got our own football team and we do tournaments. We meet up and we talk about things that we want to get changed. I actually started the Young Dads TV through the Young Dads group, so we do that as well. Like, we're in collaboration with loads of different Young Dads groups where we share information of what we're doing. All the stuff that I've done with Young Dads has showed me that I'm not the only one, not the only young parent, and that it's not actually as hard as how you would first think. I think once you get that bond with your child, you'd do anything for them, no matter what it was. I was really confident when I was younger, and then as I grew into about 18, I started to lose all my confidence. But having to go out with Louis and speak to other young parents and go to places and talk to other young people about being a parent and doing workshops, you get confidence. I can talk to anyone now. I think it's easier to access children's facilities now because I've got more confidence walking in there. I don't really care if it's all mums in there. Before, I thought they'd look at me as if, oh, he's the only young dad here. You don't really care. Because you get a lot of people who actually think that a lot of young dads don't care about their children and don't do a lot of work. But it kind of proves to myself that I am willing to walk into a place where I feel uncomfortable if my son's going to have fun there. It's good for me and it's good for the other young dads, because you can actually take experiences with your children and help each other. Like, if you're going through a problem and you don't know what to do, you've got other young dads that have been through that problem already, and you could have the other young dad could have a problem and you've been through it, so you can actually go off experience with each other, because we've all got different age kids. I use the online Young Dads TV website. We use that for updates on what we're going to be doing and events that we're holding, so that if there's any other young dads using a thing in their group, they can actually join. We give invitations to other young dads on there, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing to have to when you want to look at what other young dads in other areas have actually done, because then you can kind of get a bearing of what everyone else is doing. With young dads, they don't judge you at all. No matter what you've been through, they don't judge you on your person you are. They judge you on the dad that you are and what you want to actually do with your child. And you meet a lot of nice people, a lot of nice dads that actually are there for their children, and you don't get that at a lot of places. They're kind of invisible because there's so much bad media. You don't see young dads trying to prove it because they're already been shot out before they've even had a chance. But like this, when a new up-and-coming dad is going to have a child, they find it easier because they've got other young dads who've been through the same thing they're going through at the moment. I'd recommend Young Dads TV to other dads, because they can put their views on it and read other people's opinions on what they think. They can actually ask questions and advice of the other young dads, and they can actually see that it's not only them that's going through bad times, and it's not only them that's a young parent. There's a load of other young dads who are going through the same thing.